Hey guys, so I keep getting asked the question, is it worth it to upgrade here from the S7 Edge to the Note 7 on the left? And I wanted to see if I could answer that question in this video, because obviously it is quite a tough choice to make given the price of the Note 7 as well as how excellent the S7 Edge still is. So we're going to have a look at 5 of the reasons why you might want to consider upgrading here. And the number one reason I'd say to upgrade from the S7 Edge is the S Pen functionality, which admittedly it's not a massive thing that I use myself, but I know that a lot of people did miss that when they went to the S7 Edge. Which obviously is a big deal for a lot of people who use the S Pen functionality. Maybe they went to the S7 Edge from the Note 5 or the Note 4 because they wanted the increased processing power, but obviously it didn't have this functionality which works fantastic when the screen's actually wet, like it was raining today and I was testing it, and it was very usable still. Obviously you can use it when the phone's off as well, like on the screen. There's many different smart actions as well that you can do, like shortcuts, all sorts of good stuff integrated with the S Pen, which you won't find on the S7 Edge, which makes it feel a little bit barren considering how big the display is. So I'd probably put that as the number one reason why you'd want to upgrade to the Note 7. But there are also some other reasons as well, such as the software here. So you're running the latest TouchWiz fresh from Samsung. I have done some speed tests with it, against iOS. I don't think it's the fastest software, but in terms of features it feels amazing compared to the old TouchWiz, so to speak, on the S7 range of phones. Like for example, if we look at the notification shade, you can see there's much quicker access to certain things now, whereas you don't get that little arrow on the old TouchWiz. You can see as well that you can access stuff very quickly on the apps drawer. Like there's an actual button now for searching the apps. In the settings, everything is much more better categorized, so it's neater, whereas on the old TouchWiz it's you could obviously try and I think sort it in a different way, but it can be a little bit of a chore. So I think that the TouchWiz looks much more mature now. It looks grown up and looks a little bit better. The icons are a little bit smaller as well, so you can get more obviously there, and that is quite good. Other things to consider here is the Type C connectivity. If you're coming from like a Nexus 6P or something like that with that connectivity, you really do take it for granted, and it's one of the reasons why I couldn't get on with the S7 phone, because it felt really annoying having to plug it in, like knowing which way to go, particularly as I've been like swapping out a lot of my accessories to the Type C standard, so it always made that kind of inconsistency when you've got all your devices. But that's gone now with the Note 7. You're fully up to date with the latest kind of technology when it comes to charging, which is good. Next thing we can talk about as well is the size. Obviously getting a little bit better experience, I think, when it comes to viewing content with the bigger screen. It's not a massive difference. The S7 Edge is quite a big phone in itself, but I think if you're on like those long journeys, like train journeys or whatever, you are going to appreciate that slightly bigger kind of screen real estate. Maybe we can just have a look at something here which demonstrates that. So if we want to look at a picture here, so we can see here we do have some nice cars. Obviously both of them have the curved display as well, so the content does actually curve down, but what I'm trying to demonstrate here is that you can get more stuff onto the Note 7 compared to the S7 Edge. Probably not the best example here, but if you do want something with a bigger screen for your gaming, your video, that is a solid reason to upgrade, you know, if that is what you're looking for. I think that the actual like curved display isn't quite as apparent as some of the older versions of the curved display, like on the S6 Edge Plus as well. So it feels a little bit better to grip in the hand, I think, compared to some curved phones. Obviously not everyone does like the curve though, so that is something to consider. Another thing here is that they've integrated the standard edge functions into the Note, so you're not missing out on that with the new Note 7. Obviously we do get that with the S7 Edge here, but now you can put on, you know, your tasks, you can put on your people, apps, etc. very quickly with the Note 7. So it's coming with all the features that you know and love from the S7 Edge really, which is quite nice. Another thing, the big thing I'd say in terms of biometric security, is the iris scanner, which I have been playing with off screen. It just completely demolishes, I think, the fingerprint way of logging in. Absolutely fantastic, reliable, fast. You know, even when the screen's off, like, you can just get into the device so much faster than standard fingerprint scanner. And it's very easy to set up as well. You know, it doesn't feel like a gimmick. I think the one on the Lumia the Lumia 950 felt like a bit unfinished gimmick, but this they've certainly polished, and I think the integration you know, with authentication apps is going to be very interesting to see. I think if Apple doesn't launch something like that, it's going to feel a bit weird, really, because fingerprint scanner feels old now already because of this technology, which is cutting edge. So those are, I think, the main reasons why I would push you in the direction of parting with €800. You know, it is quite a lot of money, I got to admit, but you know, I think being with the device, I do notice the improvements. I think they could have done a little bit better when it comes to making the phone a bit better in terms of the specifications. Like, we're getting the same specifications in terms of the camera, the processor, the RAM, etc. I think that you know, could have been improved a little bit, but the overall package feels more complete, and that is good. I wouldn't worry about the charging issue. You know, I have been taking the mick out of the Note 7 a little bit, but Samsung is giving you a new Note 7 anyway to fix that issue. So if you're looking to upgrade from the S7 Edge, I'd say go for it. You know, it's a fantastic phone. It really makes other phones feel completely inadequate, really, at the moment. I will be doing some comparisons with the HTC 10, OnePlus 3, etc. very shortly, though, just to see how the camera is. Very interested to, you know, see how that is. I think it's pretty much the same as the one you're getting on the S7 Edge, so I'm expecting very good performance in general. Obviously there's some reasons as well to keep the S7 Edge, which I haven't touched upon. You know, it's smaller, it's cheaper, you know, it's more readily available. I think they've sold out of the Note 7 in most places, or they're recalling it, obviously. But I'd say just go for the Note 7 if you can. You know, it's a lot of money to stump up, but it's worth every penny, really, if you want quality. So yeah, just a quick little video here. Hope you find it helpful if you're looking to upgrade from the Note 7, sorry, the the S7 Edge or the Note 5, which are fantastic phones in themselves. And if you've got any questions, do let me know. Hope you enjoyed the video, and I'll see you in the next one. Cheers.